Last week, Mrs. Kemi Ogun and Ladi Ogunsheye told us their emotional stories about family and always putting the best foot forward to sacrifice for loved ones.
I went to the University of Lagos. I got it from the University of Lagos in 2013.
Ladi Ogunsheye moved from Mowe in Ogun State to Maryland to be closer to his office for easy commute, and it has not been an easy ride trying to adapt to his new environment.
I currently live in a 2-bedroom apartment in Maryland, Lagos, Nigeria. I moved in a few weeks ago, so right about now, I have a sitting room that is empty. I do not even have curtains. Or even window blinds in my sitting room. I have 2 rooms that are also relatively empty. No curtains yet also in the rooms. I just have a bed where I sleep on, where I lay my head and go to work and come back to.
For a young man who is intuitive, the effect of an empty home tells on his mental health and even work, living in a place that is yet a home to him.
There's just so much that I'm thinking about. There's so much that I'm disturbed with. For me, right now, emotionally, I'm not in the right place. I don't think even mentally I'm in the right place as it is. And this show happened to be like something that would really put my life in order and put my life in the right direction. And that's like the genesis of why I'm on this show in the very first place, in the very beginning.
Mrs. Kemi Ogun, a widow who has had it good when she once worked as a principal and her husband was still alive, taking care of the bills.
When I retired, my husband was still, okay, my husband is before years that I lost him, this November. So he has been the one taking care of the house and everything.
Living in a home where her heart is never at rest each time it rains can really take a toll on one's mental health. It is no way to enjoy retirement.
I have a ceiling that is leaking. My zinc was terribly bad that we have to go and be pouring water into the bedroom zinc. The toilet, the visitors' toilets, I don't know, sometimes it will be overflowing into the parlor. That even people that will sleep in parlor will be, the whole place to be messed up. Sometimes it will be from the kitchen that water will flow into the parlor or into the bedroom.
My name is Stage with a Wave, and I hope that you've been enjoying the ride of those brave contestants.
What does an average Nigerian want to be happy? A good home, good food, cozy apartments, and reliable infrastructure. But the standard of living is low, making people to live in ramshackle apartments due to high cost of living. Do you know that a poor housing condition can cause behavioral problems and children low performance in school with negative implication on the society? But worry not, Tush, my apartment is here to save the situations. It is about the masses. It is about giving back to the community and making Nigerians live well and dream big. Let's make Nigerians proud again. Let us make our TV worth watching by putting smiles on faces. For sponsorship details, call 0901 1122 200, 0818 2200 or 0706 4866. Tush My Apartment reality TV show, putting smiles on faces.
To live a purposeful life, you need to follow the fire burning in your heart and putting your best in whatever your hands find doing till the next. And until your soul says, this is it, only then do you throw in the anchor and give it your all. This is exactly what our first contestant on today's episode did, from working in the movie industry to going into maritime. Now, here's what Mr. Ifeanyi Ibechukwu told us when he visited our studio.
Mr. Ifeanyi Ibechukwu is a man of passion. His passion for the arts saw him make a living working in the movie industry, and when he was due back to the maritime industry, he followed his heart.
Well, my being in the maritime world was a choice because I actually studied transport. I lectured sometime with a maritime school. Then after some years, I lost the job anyway, so I went into movie production. So I just came back to maritime last year.
He quickly blended into the background and life of the hood he found himself, where he rented a mini flat he shares with his wife and children.
I have a large family to cater for. So like at the end of the month, there is no money left to be saved, not to talk of the one I used to Tush my apartment. So that's why I decided to vie for this competition. Secondly, like I said, I have a larger family, that is one. Then, because of the low income that I have, it's not enough to Tush my apartment.
The apartment is barely big enough for his family, but they've managed to adapt to their new reality. The roof leaks when it rains, stressing the family each time it happens.
We are in rainy season where I stay, 2-bedroom flats. The zinc, they are bad, terribly bad. Last time it rained, my kids, they can't sleep. It was very touching. I felt like I'm a failed father. I wasn't very happy with myself. But it's just because when I touch the apartments, they have nothing to eat. So I believe their stomach first. Also, even the ground floor, I need to do a German floor. So these are some of the reasons why I decided to vie for this. If I'm the chosen one, I think I'll be very happy for people out there who make it happen. Yeah, this is the sitting room. I complained about the ceiling. It's bad. Even as we speak, you know, due to the rain, it has spoiled this fan.
Oh, yes.
So even if they bring lights now.
The fan is affected already.
So then here, when it rains,
Yes. Water comes
so I need just to do a little bit of filling, like I did in my room. Here and the children's room need a bit of filling up a little. So this is my bedroom.
Okay, so this is your room?
Yeah. As you can see, I need a wardrobe here. Look at, these are clothes of my kids. So it's not really easy. Their room, my mother-in-law have an accommodation problem, so he took over their room. So these are some of their clothes. That's why you see here. So I need a wardrobe here, so that here can be decent. Okay. As you can see, it's not looking decent. So this is the ceiling that I said that is bad. Okay. When it rains, it used to fall. Even the one at the parlor too has the same issue. Now this access door too has problem. You know, we're supposed to But it has, so it's permanently like this.
As if the leaking roof is not bad enough, the floor is badly done. Each time it rains, water comes in through the floor, leaving the family to battle with not just the leaking roof, but also a floor threatening to drown them.
Here, water comes from
the ground.
From the ground.
So yes, here too needs filling.
Filling.
Okay.
Then probably kitchen cabinet is missing here. You can be in an area like this popular word, say you are in the world, but you're not out of the world, you understand? So most times, yeah, I believe that environment affects the children, but it also depends on the children, on the parents, because I have a lot of time with my kids. Every day I tell them who they are. During our morning devotion, I tell them, yeah, we're living, might be staying in this slum, but you don't belong here. It's probably a situation that, it's a phase in life that brought a man to a certain, but at every point in time, just know who you are.
If the house is fixed, it will give Mr. Ifeanyi Ebelchukwu time to face other financial pressing needs.
I'll be very happy. I'll be very happy. I think it will put smile on my face. Like most times, my kids go to neighbor's house to watch television because mine is bad. So those things are wounds that are very injurious. It's not something you can see. And at times you beat them, but why will you beat them when you can't provide? You understand? So I think I'll be very happy. If I happen to be the chosen one, the winner, is going to be a plus for the show, because a lot of people will get to know about Tush, my apartment.
Our second contestant of this week is Mr. Majolagbe Olawale Samuel, an unemployed father of 3 who resides in Arekpo in Ogun State.
I live in a room apartment, which I paid about 54,000 per annum. Now, due to the understanding my landlord have with me that I lost my job, he knows I'm not like that. He trusts in me, he believes in me that I'm not a man that used to behave like that before. So he gave me some time. 2 years now, I've not paid my rent.
When Mr. Majolagbe lost his job, his landlord took pity on him, knowing he has never defaulted in paying his house rent in the past. He resorted to doing menial jobs on building sites to provide for his family.
Since 2017 that I lost my job, I've been indulging myself in different work like concrete mixer. I followed the contractor to work, but it took like 3 months. We stopped work, then we stay at home again, keep buying stuffs, and now debit keep heaping.
Like most joyful parents expecting their first child, the Majolagbe were looking to a future with their unborn child. The child came and has cerebral palsy, a condition that demands round-the-clock care.
That same month, I lost my job. My wife gave to birth a baby boy, but it also comes with bad news that he lost his oxygen at Lut. Then we have to, due to no money, we couldn't do fast on his medical issues. Then it happened to have a cerebral palsy, which is affecting the boy up to now. That my wife couldn't leave the boy or to go to work or anything. So you have to stay with the boy. This is my apartment, my wife, my kids. We are 3. We lost 1, but we are still strong. This apartment has also have lived for long, but there's nothing we can do for now since there is nothing to support ourselves. Keep managing with my kids. I will still thank God. Since the illness of this boy, I've sold so many things, my system, my children games, I've sold them off. So the only thing they are just, even his bicycle, he will be like, Dad, where's my bicycle? Where's my bicycle? Oh, guy, cool down. Things are going to be all right one day. I'm going to get you back, all these things.
The child's condition kept the wife at home as the primary caregiver, thereby limiting the family's income.
So many problems I face, but I'm managing it. I cannot fight with anybody, so I'm managing. I know that one day I'll go to my own apartment, my own flat, I will be staying alone. But I pray God will do it.
Me too, I couldn't go out to work, but I still indulge myself in some little work that I know I have to keep hustling to keep my family on. With 3 kids, the 4th one come, and this December 2019, I think I lost her, Rosemary.
The daily pay he gets from building sites is barely enough to keep the family going. Knowing that he could hardly pay his rent, Mr. Majolagbe found himself in a difficult situation when some part of his house needed fixing, but he couldn't cry out to his landlord to get it done.
My apartment, the ceiling, our bed, everything has gone. We haven't been able to retouch it, as in to buy new one. They need to be replaced, because since then we have just like that, and our rug, everything, we need to change a lot of things just to make a better home for my children and my wife. The windows, the door, everything has been damaged, but my landlord, due to the fact that I haven't paid, so he couldn't intervene in that, because I can't even confront her that she come and repair it, because I know I haven't paid about 2 years. So which mouth am I going to use? I couldn't do that. But I believe by the touch of Tush my apartment, everything will be okay. To this state that I am now, it's not conducive for my children. Since they were going to school, they will meet friends, tell them about their own apartment, but check the bed we are using, check things that we are using like our kitchen, all those stuff. It's not there. But I pray we can still get to that level. And I pray, Tush my apartment, since I've registered to it, it's going to do something magical. For my wife, you can see we are fetching water inside the room. You can put in the dedication, there's limits where you can put yourself, you understand? Because when we are like 15 in a room like this, and space has been taken everywhere, the landlord will warn you, not possible for you to put things on the passage, so you have to clear. That's why my wife just put things inside the house. It's not doing as she wants. She's not free, we are not free. But I know someday we are going to the top.
Maybe a ray of light would help this family find their feet to the right path again. Mr. Majolagbe believes winning the show would change his family's lot.
I believe if I win this role as a lead winner, I know my life will be changed for real. And that will establish me, I believe, because what we sell inside is what we sell outside. I believe in that. But Tush my apartment is about to make me put a smile on my face. And to all Nigerians, I know you'll be behind me, please. Your vote is what will keep me here.
I pray for every Nigerian that God should pray for my husband so that we win in Jesus' name.
What does an average Nigerian want to be happy? A good home, good food, cozy apartments, and reliable infrastructure. But the standard of living is low, making people to live in ramshackle apartments due to high cost of living. Do you know that a poor housing condition can cause behavioral problems and children low performance in school with negative implication on the society? But worry not, Tush My Apartment is here to save the situations. It is about the masses. It is about giving back to the community and making Nigerians live well and dream big. Let's make Nigerians proud again. Let us make our TV worth watching by putting smiles on faces. For sponsorship details, call 0901 1122 200, 0818 2200113 or 0706 4866. Tush My Apartment reality TV show, putting smiles on faces.
The bedroom is a very important part of the house. It is where we retire to at the end of the day. Here are simple tips to make your bedroom cozy. Create a beautiful bed. To do this, use beddings with good hues and textures. Add throw pillows to the mix. Do not forget to add a nice duvet, especially during rainy season. Good lighting is everything. Invest in good lighting. Get a headboard for your bed. And lastly, make an ancient wall and place a nice artwork on it. On the next episode of Tush My Apartment.
I'm just staying with my sister in her shop, helping her out. Well, we don't have any apartment. We are sleeping in her shop. When we finish, we do sleep in her shop. So we don't have any apartment. She have a lot of responsibilities. Coupled with that, they added money to her in that shop. So for her to rent a house, it's very difficult. Living in the shop, sleeping there, that place is not a good place to sleep in, coupled with mosquitoes and all that.
The house I live is kind of big, but we can't occupy everything due to the nature of the house. It's a 5-bedroom, but we just make use of 2 or 3 of the rooms there. The house is a pretty strong house. But it needs a lot of work in terms of cleaning, optimizing the spaces there, because everything is just jam-packed there. Some places are very dirty, and nobody's going there steady. At least there's a particular room that is just shut. Definitely we need some TVs there.
You'll agree with me that both stories are touching and sad, but unfortunately, only one contestant can get to move on to the next stage of the show. Now, this is the time to vote for your favorite contestant to move on to the next stage of the show. To vote, you can send in contestant name to 35120. That's for MTN. And if you're a 9 Mobile subscriber, service cost 100 Naira only. And you can also vote on our website, www.tushmyapartment.com. And please remember, you can vote as many times as possible to keep your favorite contestant moving on to the next stage. Till we bring you another exciting episode next week, don't forget to always listen to the fire in your soul. My name remains Stage with a Wave. Remember to keep putting smiles on faces.